So we have the walls here coming up. The technique is basic wall technique. Got a block on the bottom, moisture barrier, then the bricks, and a double wall here. We're filling it with straw and some borax for rodents. Got the vapor barrier on the inside wall. The outside wall has no vapor barrier, it's going to get stuccoed. We've got the double window box that's 2 feet across, and we're going to frame the window in there. What else? What other details? So how'd you do? Tell us the detail on the straw. So we built the walls up to like 3 feet.
Yeah, there's actually a little taller than 3 foot, and then we put the vapor barrier on the inside, and so that'll keep the moisture out of the wall. I mean, we won't get all of it, but we'll reduce it to probably 95%.
Oh, look at that! It's vaporizing on the inside.
So you can
already.
see it's holding the moisture from coming in here. The moisture there, see?
Yeah.
So it keeps it there. And when the moisture levels goes down inside the house, then these blocks will release it back into the house. Anyway, but what little bit of moisture does get in here, these blocks should be able to handle that moisture, and it'll mitigate it on out. That's why we have to have a breathable surface with lime plaster, earthen lime plaster, so that'll let the moisture breathe out what little bit that's in there.
And then for the single wall, tell us about the little buttresses here.
Well, we need something for a single wall, kind of give it a little more bracing. So these buttresses, what we're going to do once we get them all, this will all be stuccoed, and then we'll come back and we'll have built-in shelving that'll be at least 12 inches. And the shelving will be built right around the little buttresses here. So the two things, that the shelving will be all one piece, and that'll help kind of stiffen the wall up. And then of course the buttresses do too. And that'll give you usable space, and then of course the wiring will be installed underneath the bottom of these shelves so you can't see them. For electrical.
Yeah. Is it easy to keep the wall straight here? Do you use a string, or how do you do it? You just eye it, or?
No, well, some of these were done by there's a little bit of undulation in them, but the outside wall, he's got a string on. He's stringing them across. See?
I'm stringing them, I'll get this straight.
String them across the length.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
He strung this one, these two, and now he's trying to string this one, but some of the bottom ones weren't. See how they're sticking out a little bit?
Yeah.
And then it's out
together
here.
pretty decent.
It's in there, but by the time we get the stucco, you fill it here and you fill it here, and you don't really see that stuff, you know. But it's
yeah,
real close.
Yeah.
So we're trying to get up, and then my plan here, Martin, was we're going to bring this wall right on up, clear up until it hits the ceiling, or so close to it, and we'll cut around it as tight as we can when we lay the blocks tight. Then we'll stucco all this in tight. Clear up as far as we can go. This will all be stuccoed in. That'll keep the rodents out on this side, and then we'll use some reinforcement along with the stucco.
What about so there's the Tyvek, Typar underneath that. The bricks go all the way up to that?
Yeah, go all the way up to it.
Okay.
Because we want to keep anything out. And then the inside, it's just like your details from those architects. On those other ones, the inside, if you look at the wall detail, it comes down, it's all one piece. The insulation comes up this way and then up through that void. Then this wall just comes up just barely above the ceiling. Now that architect, he takes, and when his wall stops, he sprays vegetable-based foam in there, and that seals it all up in like boring bumblebees, and he said they won't.
And who is this architect?
So this guy I've done some work for, and he's been doing some planning for some other projects like that winery.
Is he a CEB architect, or just just an architect?
He built this. He's the one that sought me out because he likes building with these things. And this is what they use overseas on the foundations that he works for. So no, and he's a horticulturist. I don't know what he is.
So when let's see. So when can we expect to finish the walls to close in the structure for livability?
That's another question. I think this part here, what we're going to do is we're going to do the whole north side clear to the corner, and those 4 rooms down there, we'll just get them to that point. And then these 4 rooms, we'll have 6 rooms. Will 6 rooms be enough for the middle of the month? Yeah. So see, we could get this part done from that wall that we got to come up on. You know, the wall that existed already. Yep. So we'll get this part done. This is all enclosed. You have the glazing in. All this can be done. And then the outside, I probably won't stucco. We need to let some moisture out. The inside, we'll go ahead and get some stucco on it.
By the middle of the month, which month? February or March?
Not February. It's already almost. It'll be a tight go.
Yeah. So mid-March, we're going to try to start moving in. Yeah, we'll see.
And then, so we've got to get some power in here, and I don't know what you're going to use for power. You're going to use a
Yeah,
battery.
power, utilities, water, cistern, well, lots of
We're going to
things.
have storage over there for water in that boiler room, that utility room.
Uh-huh.
You're gonna catch water off your roof.
Yeah, but that could be, no, we can do that actually outside. We'll get into details on that.
It'll freeze outside.
Yeah.
So we can put a few tanks in here and store it, and run it in right off the roof and filter it inside, and it'll stay warm.
Mm-hmm.
So is this going to be your office? Or
This is going to be the headquarters office right here. Something like
one
that.
down there. They're both pretty good size.
Yeah.
And then,
This might be, I might declare this my room and a library and lots of shelving in here.
yeah,
Things
there'll be a
like
lot
that.
of shelving. You can see the
We'll see.
buttresses. You do have an egress window.